Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman, this is my lovely wife Jen, and today we are continuing our journey through The Last of Us. We've really enjoyed the last two episodes, and we have, as of filming this, started playing the video game, and that's been a fun little thing. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. So it's Jen, first time really playing a modern video game at all, and it's been fun to be a part of that. So make sure you check that out. I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. How are you feeling going into episode 3?
I'm even more excited now that I've played a little bit of the game. Not sure why, but I'm just more excited. And the show itself is just really juicy. I think it's probably one of the shows that I've been most excited about us doing. I just think the characters are really interesting. And what's going on is really interesting. Like the fact that this is a fungus is just okay, but it's done so well.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also really impressed by just like the production value of this show. I know it's HBO and they're known for that, but it really looks good. It looks like every scene looks like a movie. The creatures, like the visual effects, the practical mixed with the CG looks so great. And I'd also love some input from you guys on where we're at in the video game too, because Jen was like, I don't want to go too far in the video game to where it spoils the show. And I said, well, the video game came first, so if anything, we ought to go farther in the game.
Yeah, but we started the show first, so I would not want that to be ruined for me.
I understand. Well, let us know your thoughts on that. We're really curious. But for now, let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 3 of The Last of Us.
Reese's, Oreo. Reese's, Oreo.
All right.
Don't you get it? Falcon looks like a Reese's.
I get it. I got
Bosky
it.
looks like an Oreo.
Understood.
Which is your favorite? Reese's or Oreo?
We're really trying to boost our comment engagement. If you guys are also wanting to watch the full-length reactions with us, make sure you check out Patreon. You could also watch this video and the ones that we'll be making in the future without ads until they're published, so you can watch them ad-free over there too. Anyway, let's get into it.
It's a pretty creative intro too.
I like it a lot, yeah.
Is that supposed to signify the two of them?
In the middle there, yeah.
Look, I've been thinking
I
about...
don't want your sorries.
I wasn't gonna say I'm sorry. Nobody made you go along with this plan. You needed a truck battery or whatever. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
Jeez, it's the opposite of sorry. I like the little detail on his jacket, the little flashlight you use in the game.
You know, seeing as it's just the two of us, I was thinking I should
No.
Cumberland Farms.
It's the name of our gas station down the
Dash.
street.
Why do you have stuff?
Oh, it is.
You ask a lot of goddamn questions.
They bought up all those, they replaced all the gas stations around us locally with Cumberland Farms.
We had supplies on routes.
You ever play this one?
Heck yeah.
Character named Melina who takes off her mask and she has monster teeth and then she swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
Why do we play that game?
We can play Mortal Kombat. We have it upstairs.
Put your stuff.
Trust me, it's all been picked over already.
Maybe, maybe not. Is there anything bad in here?
Just you.
Ah, getting funnier.
Oh. They die out if they don't eat or whatever, or infect.
He said some of them, a lot of them die out, but some of them last for over 20 years.
I knew it.
Get the heck out of there.
Oh.
In Boston. She's getting scared.
Jokey. Dang, she's getting real close.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, makes my eye want to close. Ooh.
What is she doing? All right.
Ellie,
Picked over my ass. What are you doing?
There's not much ammo out there for this thing.
You flying one of those?
A few times, sure.
So lucky.
Get shoved into a middle seat, pay $12 for a sandwich.
Dude, you got to
Preach. Joel, I get you, man.
If you have to get bit to be infected, then who bit the first person?
Some of it got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour, sugar, bread, cereal, pancake mix. People bought it, ate some Thursday night or Friday morning. They started to get sick, and they started biting. By Monday, everything was gone.
Imagine your whole life being in this pandemic, not knowing what life was like before.
Yeah, like born after the fact.
Yeah.
We'll cut across the woods.
Did that whole thing in one take. That was good.
Now I have to see.
I don't want you to.
Can it hurt me?
No. About a week after Outbreak Day, soldiers told you were going to a QZ, and you were, if there was room. If there wasn't,
These people weren't sick.
no, probably not. Dead people can't be infected.
Oh,
It's when the doomsday preppers paid off.
I was just thinking about Doomsday Prep. Think about that guy who had that bug out place in the way deep in Alaska.
Yeah.
Not today, you new world order jackboot f***s.
I like how this is just Ron Swanson. You never watched Parks and Recreation?
I'm sure he's got some MREs up the butt.
That's cool. I want little hidden things like that. Like in Halloween, the whole like island in the kitchen could be moved. Got a nice pad.
Yeah, real nice. This would be nice, living in an abandoned city.
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, why not? Stock up.
That was fast.
Makes sense. Just living his best life.
Yeah. Got everything he needs.
Except for a companion.
Yeah. Well, look, he's about to get one.
Keep coming.
Oh.
Jesus!
It doesn't get old.
He doesn't even have to get out to open it.
Nice.
He's gonna try and like establish his own little society for himself.
Yeah.
I guess only.
Yeah. It's a pretty good setup he has.
Yeah, he's got a nice pad.
From where?
Baltimore QZ, it's gone.
I totally get why he would be suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be in this world.
Especially if you're alone.
Good for him.
Yeah, we'll see if it works
Well,
out.
help out, but you know, still be on guard. See, he's got it. If that's true, go on your way. Maybe he'll tell people about his setup. Can't have that.
You can make it by nightfall.
I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten in 2 days.
And for a free lunch. And this is not an Arby's.
Arby's didn't have free lunch, was it?
Now that I've seen Breaking Bad, like, what would Mike do? He wouldn't let him go.
Bad at lying.
Logically, it's more of a risk to let him go. Although it could help to have another person.
Yeah, I mean, it's always better to have to not be alone. It's like the Titanic clock.
Is he gonna make him like a nice meal?
You're really treating this guy.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't go bad for him.
Everything tastes good when you're starving.
Yeah, but not like this. Knows to pair rabbit with a Beaujolais.
I know I don't seem like the type.
No, you do.
There is more.
If I can't.
Maybe he's gonna kill him,
Oh.
and he's giving him kind of his
Yeah,
last.
last meal. That would make sense too.
He can't let people know, you know.
I'll be going then. But first, you know how much these are worth?
Currently nothing.
This is you.
Probably cool it.
Oh my God. Love will abide, no one at my side.
Not this song, not this song.
Well, I'm not a professional.
Well, neither am I.
It's giving this man with a gun some anxiety. Somebody's gonna try and kill the other.
Yeah. I mean, this other guy is cultured too. Maybe it's trying to establish like a kinship with him.
Love will abide,
Yeah, he's way better than you.
but there's no one at my side.
I feel like this other guy might try and.
He might try something
Kill
too.
him.
You never know.
Thing I know to try and make you my time.
That was good. That was really good, Ron.
Who's the girl?
There is no girl.
We were both way off.
That's not how I thought that was gonna go.
Yeah, no, me either.
I still think somebody's gonna kill somebody.
What's your name?
Oh,
Oh, Bill.
looks like he did find a companion.
Go take a shower, Bill.
Be careful.
Yeah,
He's
look, you're still in an apocalypse. Ron Swanson.
I wonder how he knew.
I think it was the wine.
Good for him.
It's just weird because it's Ron Swanson.
I want you to know that
I don't know who Ron Swanson is.
Come on! Hey!
Oh, you really did
I
stay a
gotta
long
say,
time.
Stay a while.
You live in a psycho bunker where 9/11 was an inside job and the government are all Nazis.
The government are all nuts!
Now, but not then.
Well, yeah, now.
Not a
If
man.
you say resource management, so help me, I will run through one of your tripwires. Paying attention to things. It's how we show love. Let me love it the way I want to. And the clothing boutique.
Are we hosting formal garden parties now?
No, but we are going to have friends.
There are no friends to be had.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
Uh-oh.
You what?
Can you not, please?
Same way.
Oh, you're a paranoid schizophrenic too?
I'm not schizophrenic.
I want to thank you, even if we don't end up working together. I really needed this.
Tess, I want to show you something.
Actually, I have been wanting to see it.
Not inside.
Thank you.
I understand. If mine brought strangers into our situation, I wouldn't be happy either. We're actually decent people just trying to get by.
Well, aren't I the lucky one?
There's stuff we don't accuse you that you don't have here. We can help each other and get that gun out of my face.
I don't need you or your friend complicating our lives.
That fence has got a year on it, tops. I can get you 10 spools of high tensile aluminum.
Oh, and I have this idea that we should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
So they were the people on the radio
Soon
Yeah.
giving him warnings?
they'll come at night, quiet and armed.
Surprised it hasn't happened already.
Yeah.
Just one more loop around. I got something to show you.
It's pretty filming at golden hour.
You can make it.
Oh!
I traded Joel and Tess one of your guns for a packet of seeds.
Which gun?
A little one.
I was handling that well. Very good.
Oh God, I thought he was gonna flip out.
Hope there's no fungus in there. I mean, they've been growing stuff out there this whole time.
Ooh, those strawberries look real good. That wouldn't be the worst thing.
I'm sorry.
Just you and your companion.
Yeah.
Getting older faster than you.
I like you older. Older means we're still here.
I was never afraid before you showed up.
Not on the strawberries.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh. Jeez.
He has to get every single one of them.
Oof.
If even one survives, it's done for.
Oh.
Inside now! I got
Hold your hand there.
Leave the gas on. The fence will kill the rest of them. I have copies of all the keys.
Good.
You can't be here alone.
I'm not alone.
Call Joel. He'll take care of you.
Oh, Bill. Ron. My guy doesn't stay down.
Okay.
Wow.
10 years later.
Okay.
I wonder if that was the only breach. This is sad.
Looks like Tiger King.
Did you take your pills?
Oh, no.
Would you take care of me if I was like that?
Of course, sweetie. Did you take care of me?
Of course I would. I would wipe your butt and all.
You'd wheel me to the end of the stairs and be like,
Change your diaper.
you'd be like, there I go, just falling down. I was flopping all
You
over.
think that?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'd make you steak. I'd cut it up for you.
Oh, look at that little painting of Ron Swanson.
There's you with me now.
And while you're pregnant, like, there you go, babe. It really is true. It's pretty much.
Yep, to a T. Still us.
Most of the night.
Me just staring at you.
I'm not fighting about it. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
What if we find a doctor? What if someone shows up?
Bill, the door-to-door MRI salesman. I've made up my mind. Bill, I'm not gonna give you the every day was a wonderful gift from God speech. I've had a lot of bad days. More good days with you than with anyone else. Give me one more good day.
I don't know, he seems to have quite a good bit of life left in him.
Take me.
I think maybe just because he's in constant pain and he can't do anything.
We'll get married, and you cook a delicious dinner. We'll crush all of these up, put them in my wine, take me by my hand, bring me to our bed, and I will fall asleep in your arms. Do you love me?
Yes.
And love me the way I want you to.
Could you maybe do that in the kitchen so I don't have to watch it?
Be enough?
Yeah.
Were there already pills in the bottle?
Enough to kill a horse. I'm old. I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
I do not support this. Oh, I should be furious. It's incredibly romantic. Take me to bed.
Bill? You hear anything? You see anything?
I wonder how long it's been.
Yell.
I mean, this would have been somewhat recent. It's 2023 they did all that. The flowers, some of them were still alive, so maybe a couple weeks even.
To whomever but probably Joel. Came with this.
So they're dead?
You find this, please do not come into the bedroom. We left the window open so the house wouldn't smell. I'm guessing you found this, Joel. Anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps. Anyway, I never liked you. But still, it's like we're friends. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong. There was one person worth saving. That's why men like you and me are here. We have a job to do. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep...
I mean, I know he has somewhere to take her, but this is probably the safest place.
Oh, no battery?
Show me your arm. I just finished making a truck battery. It's charging right now. Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever. 2, you don't tell anyone about your condition. Do what I say when I say it. We clear?
What you say goes. This guy was a genius. Dude,
No.
there's a wall of them. I'm taking a shower, and then you're showering.
Gosh.
Well, don't you look pretty?
You know, Pedro Pascal, when I think about it, his last few big roles have been him taking care of children.
It's like a spaceship.
No, it's like a piece of Chevy S10, but it'll get us there. I think. Seatbelt. Did you leave it? Oh, no, wait. No, leave it. Leave it. Oh, this is good. This is Linda Ronstadt. Do you know?
It's better than nothing.
Knowing that you were gonna love you for long.
All right, just finished episode 3 of The Last of Us. I'll tell you, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was like, it really felt like a whole separate thing, as if The Last of Us was like an anthology, and this was just like a story that was happening to the side in the same world. But that being said, it was really, really good. Most of all, I really liked how it connected Joel to them at the beginning, seeing their whole story, which is kind of its own mini movie, and then it connecting to the end, where Joel goes there, why he knows them, and then them leaving off. But what did you think?
I really liked it a lot. I think it's the best episode so far. I know it wasn't like as action-packed, but I think the story was just so well written. I love that, you know, in the beginning, it's just this solo survivor. To him, that's just his way of life, but when you look at it, it's very like bleak, you know, because he's alone. He doesn't have anybody. And then he meets this other guy, and you're definitely right, not that like me and Holden were like, he's gonna kill him.
He's gonna shoot that guy.
And then they end up
then we're just like,
having this love story. But I thought that it was so well done, and I love that they, you know, they're in the middle of this like pandemic, and most people have been killed off or, you know, infected. And on the outside, you would think that that creates just the most gloomy life if you do survive. But really, it's like they were living it up. You know, it was just them two. They had this like little town. They had everything that you could need. But the most important thing is that companionship. And to see that kind of not only grow, but really last throughout, I mean, the year, it was like what?
20 years.
That's crazy. I totally expected them to.
Like 17 years total. Well, I don't remember.
Still, that's respectable.
17 to 20 years, yeah.
With what is going on, I was very surprised that they lasted that long without somebody making it, like breaking through or taking over. Very surprised, but I love that they just focused on this this relationship and how it grows, and the fact that they really were living their best life in the middle of this crazy happening. And then we also have that nice little snippet background with Joel and Tess, who are intertwined in their life and how they come about. So I thought it was really well done. And just a minute detail, I love that they didn't show anything with him in the room. They really protected that.
I did too.
It preserved the image that we had of them, and that was true love and companionship and really just creating a life together, and on the end of that, going out together. So I thought it was great.
Yeah, my biggest thing, I love them subverting our expectations the way that they did, because they had us both. Well, for one thing, they're showing him as like this far-right, conservative, Republican style, damn government and the NWO, and he's got the "Don't Tread on Me" flags, which are typically anti-gay, perspective-wise anyways. I don't know if you care or whatever, just perspective-wise. So it has us as the audience being like, okay, this is a very rugged, doomsday prepper-esque kind of guy. And then so to have that moment where the other guy comes in, we're just like, I wonder if he's gonna try and kill him. I wonder what they're gonna do. I thought he was gonna feed him that whole meal and stuff, knowing full well he can't let him go, and then pop him as he's walking away or something, give him, put him out of, humanely putting him down. So when they just started kissing at the piano, I was just so thrown aback, but good subverting my expectation. That's a good way to do it.
They also made Frank very intentionally shifty. I mean, when he met him, he was wearing all black almost. He looked like somebody that was questionable.
Yeah, he was fidgeting around with stuff.
Right. There were some emotional points there where he was pushing it a little with playing on the piano and whatnot. So they really put a lot of thought into setting it up to go one way.
Yeah, you know what? I couldn't help but thinking. I don't know how people will feel about me saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know how I know that that's not a heterosexual couple? Because I guarantee you on my life that if that was a woman who was like, I just want to go out my way, love me the way I want, give me the perfect day, and that guy goes out and he's like, okay, sweetie, whatever you want, and he goes out there and he gives her a perfect day to go down to the boutique, pick out clothes, come back home, cooks her a nice dinner. The minute my guy pours that poison or whatever in the wine, she's gonna be like, I knew you wanted to kill me this whole time. You were just looking for it. That's how I knew.
No, here's the thing.
Like you were gonna go through it. You were really gonna kill me. I knew it.
I think it would be more realistic that he also made the decision. Like, no, that is not the plan. That's not what
that would be the other thing. You can't follow directions for once in your life. That's how you know. And so I just couldn't help but think of that. I'm just trying not to laugh thinking about that in my head. And then the third thing, and this is just a disagreement in philosophy that I have overall. I don't like the romanticizing of suicide in general. And I know from the story perspective, it's this sweet and they're dying together and that's so beautiful, it's wonderful. I just don't like that personally. This is the most anxious and most depressed generation in history right now. And the idea of making that a beautiful thing, I don't really care for. But that's just me. It doesn't take away, I still think it's a great little story mixed in there.
I don't think that it was necessarily romanticizing it. I think it was very appropriate where, what he said, we're old. One of them was in bad health. They didn't necessarily go into detail about what it was. And it was them taking control. They don't have control really over what's going on in the world, but they were taking control over, we are happy. We are at a spot where we have accomplished everything that we're going to accomplish. And I want to go out together. I don't want to, and I think for Bill, the big thing was he didn't want to be alone. I think he realized from being with Frank that life was
I understand
what it should be. I
understand.
But yeah, I disagree respectfully.
I understand everything that you're saying. I understand their motivation. I understand they're getting old. I understand he's probably in pain. I get it, and it's even in real world, assisted suicide is incredibly difficult. It's incredibly emotional. Is it even right or wrong? People, but that's just me. That's one thing I don't like. They make it look like it's a beautiful thing, and it's everybody, we'll go out together. That's all, and that's just me. I totally understand the reasoning. I get the logic. I understand being in that environment, him not wanting to be alone.
I think it was appropriate though.
Not really. The guy in the wheelchair, you're right, they never talked about what his conditions were. Bill would have just been alone, had to deal with all that by himself. Anyway, we could go into a whole thing about that. I don't want to focus too much on that because that's not what this is. Let us obviously know what you think down in the comments below. I'm sure a lot of people won't agree with me there. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with Jen. Maybe some of you will agree with me, I don't know. But that's just how I feel about it personally, but who cares at the end of the day what I think. But
I care.
Overall though, I like where Joel and Ellie are at right now. They're equipped and heading out, and they have, you know, at least they have some wheels and a ride. And now they're heading out to Wyoming to go see Joel's brother. And Ellie, of course, snuck her little handgun in there. So overall, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it as well. I like that it was kind of we took a step away from our main cast for a minute. Granted, it wasn't as action-packed like you said, but I do think it's appropriate that it didn't need to be, because they were just trying to focus on this smaller subset story. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts, guys. We'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. So let us know what you think down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You'll be notified when we post the next video. Check out Patreon. You can watch the full-length reaction of all of the Last of Us episodes with us over there. You can watch them early and without ads until they're published. So for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.